Hi everybody, welcome back to Every Day with me, Nick. This one is probably one of the most anticipated. Am I a bit dark here? I don't know. I'm under the shelter because it's quite windy out. This is probably one of the most anticipated videos for all you viewers about the Alibaba Chinese 1-ton excavator from China. From China. Everybody's been asking lots of questions and I've been sort of gathering them up, you know, making sure that we can get one video with everything that we need to know on it. So, I've got my piece of paper, I've written down as many things as I've seen, questions wise, that everybody's been asking, and I'm hopefully going to get through this today with you. I'm going to source some different bits in here, so like screen grab off my laptop, put it in, do a bit of voiceover to show you the process that I went through with Alibaba, because there is those you need to know the right companies. You can't just buy anyone because there's a lot of scams on there apparently as well. So I wasn't scammed fortunately, but there's probably those who have been. So I think, right, this bit's where I'm going to cut to the like doing a screen grab, showing you through Alibaba, and then it'll show you like the process that I took to find which one you're wanting. So we'll leave that there now. Right guys, so this is what I did. I went into Chrome or any search bar and just put Alibaba in. Search that. There we go, just go to alibaba.com. Now in here you can put 1-ton excavator. Yeah, we'll use that one there. You can put 2-ton, 3-ton, whatever you like, whatever you're looking for. Well, I put the 1-ton in when I was looking for it. Now when I was new to this, I didn't know what the hell I was looking for. But what you wanna look at a few things. First of all, does it have the verified? Verified means that that company has been verified and inspected by Alibaba. It's had a supplier assessment procedures and ODM services available. Couldn't tell you what they are, but it means it's been verified as a supplier. Second one, you want to look at the time in trading. So this one's got 1 year. This one's got 1 year. These have got 6. So to me, they're better. They've been supplying a lot longer. Also, they're a 5, like a 5-star rating. Just click on it and show you. So they're soppy, and they are level 5. So they are a pretty decent company. You also want to see if there is, not always, but a trade assurances as well, which I'm trying to see. There isn't any, but you can see it up in this top corner. This bit here, that'll be the little icon if it does have trade assurance. Not sure why they don't have that. Verified. So once you find your company that you're looking for, this looks highly appealing. So you'd click on them. And then this bit is the bit where it starts looking like it's a bit. So you think it's that price, or could it be that price, or is it that price? You don't know until you contact the supplier. Get that supplier contacted as soon as possible. Ask them what the best price is for 1 unit or more if you're wanting more, and then talk price. See, on here it actually gives a price, but that probably isn't true. So you know what you're working at. thereabouts. I don't believe for 1 minute that there's no difference in price between the 1 ton and the 2 ton. So always contact them. Then ask for the shipping as well, because shipping don't always include that. Ignore the samples, you don't want the samples. So once you've got in touch with them, you contact the supplier, you talk your way through it. My company, the company that I went through was Shandong Infront Machinery Company Limited. And this is their page on Alibaba, and again, just clicking on their excavators, and there you can see them. It's in US dollars for some reason. Bear with me. It's still in US dollars. So on there, you'll be able to find the products. I think mine was this one. Oh, it's wanting me to contact them. We don't want that. So again, what they'll show on their pictures might be completely different to what they have in stock. So this is practically mine-ish. I think that's the 2 ton machine. So, but mine was blue. So you've got to ask them what you're wanting, and show them what you want. So that's that. But that's how it is. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. But just make sure that you talk to them and get everything nailed down before it gets on that ship, because once it's on that ship, it's game over. So that's how I would look at it. So that's the Alibaba website. And then by the power of editing, I'm back again. So that's what I showed you there on Alibaba. That's like the process that you go through and what to look for. You always make sure that they're verified, because apparently you get an assurance from Alibaba that if it doesn't come as shown, then you're entitled to a full refund apparently. Now I don't know. Someone else might be able to confirm that, but that's pretty good. So let's start with what we've got. Sorry. We've got Infront. That's the brand. Infront Machinery. That's who I went with. It's the 1 ton excavator, the 1,000 kilogram excavator. It has a 1-cylinder diesel, and the get out. And the brand of the engine is Coupe. Now, that I believe that is a Chinese, is completely 100% Chinese knockoff of somebody. I couldn't tell you who, but it is. Now you can only get Coupe engines from China, I believe. So, but I think it's the same as the Kohler do a 1-cylinder. Now it'd have been nicer to have a Kohler engine. At least there's parts available. But I've been assured from the person I used in China through Alibaba, spares are available for this engine and the full excavator, but we'll get to that later. So it's a 1-cylinder diesel. I have recently inquired with my agent, my forwarding seller, I guess, in China, if we could get a 3-cylinder for this machine. They send me the engine, I fit it, easy peasy. Why go 3-cylinder? Just that bit smoother. A 1-cylinder is a bit tappy, and a lot of people have picked up on that. Oh, why does it sound like a bag of hammers or very tappy in the videos? It's a 1-cylinder, and that's what you get when you strain the engine quite a lot. With a petrol one, it'll bog down, but with a diesel, it's a lot more knocky tappy. Now, whether that's something in the engine, I don't know, but it runs. If I don't have a high load on it to proper strain it, it is generally spot on. You know, I don't even have it up at full hammer, and I can just excavate really smoothly. So that's the 1 cylinder. Again, I would like to put a 3 cylinder in. However, I found out that Kohler do a twin cylinder diesel. So that might be something worth thinking about in the future. I can't find one over here in the UK at the moment. However, I haven't been looking very good for it, to be fair. So, but it'd be nice to put a 2 cylinder in just to even it out. The hydraulic pump on it, I think it's a little underpowered. I think it's alright, it is good, but I think when it's full chat, like full revs, everything becomes a lot jerky, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. There might be a flow relief or something not quite right, I don't know. So there's that. Now it comes down to the cost. Everybody's been wanting to know the cost. Cost is a big one, isn't it? That's the whole reason why you're wanting to see all this. So I paid, so I'm going to do it in dollars and UK sterling, British sterling. British sterling, sorry. So I paid for the machine and shipping. Shipping was CFR, cost and freight. I wanted CIF, but I only figured that out afterwards, after I bought the machine, after I paid everything. Now CIF is cost, insurance and freight. So that means that when you get that on that ship, that is insured as well, which is I didn't know about. But I only went cost and freight, so that includes the cost of the machine and the freight handling on their end. Basically, they load it in China and it is covered all the way to the United Kingdom. In my case, Felixstowe Port, where it got delivered. So, but cost insurance freight is exactly what I've just said there, but with insurance, covering the cost of that machine. Take for instance the Evergreen Marine, I think it was actually called Evergreen, vessel that blocked the Suez Canal. Now if my product, my excavator, had been in a container on that ship, they were wanting the people who had goods on the ship to pay up, to release the funds so they could get that ship cleared. Millions and millions of pounds or dollars. With the insurance, that would have covered that. I'm just going to put my hood up because it's quite chilly actually blowing through here. So now I know, every time I get on Alibaba now and I talk to forwarding selling agents in China, I always ask for a CIF price, and that includes cost, insurance and freight. Now a lot of them don't like doing that. They only want to do a FOB, which is forwarded on board or something like that. I'll have to check up on that. That just gets it onto the ship from their place. You've then got to pay the shipping on top. So when if it comes into the UK or US or something like that, then you have to pay that shipping then, and it becomes quite expensive. So I managed to get the cost of the excavator plus CFR shipping for $5,266, which equates to 3,827 British sterling pounds over here in the UK. It's a bargain. It's 3 times, nearly 4 times cheaper than a JCB 8008 CTS, which is the same weight class. It's bizarre. It's not to the same quality, let me say, but you could have 3 of these for the price of 1 JCB. Come on, guys. Right, then I'm going to pull up the next thing that I've just got. I've just screenshotted for you, because I aren't going to show you on here, but I'm just going to read it off because it's got quite a lot of my details on here. So The machine comes from Shandong Infront Machinery in China. It was shipped from the port of Qingdao, which pretty much everything machinery wise I believe does. It was boarded onto the Everglory vessel in April. Was it? Yeah, April I believe it was. I took ownership of the crate on the 5th of June. So it was 4 months. It was 4 months in transit to get to me. So bear that in mind if you are getting one. It was shipped to the UK into Felixstowe Port, and I was working with a lovely agent from Davies Turner called Tracy Stockley. I hope she doesn't mind me using her name. She advised me everything that was needed to know. I also asked her where it would be getting unpacked, because it was in a container that needs to be unpacked. She then said to me, it's going to be getting unpacked in Dartford, which was about 6 hours drive from me, and I just did not fancy 6 hours there, getting loaded, 6 hours back. It would be a hell of a day on the road, and it's not the easiest to get to. She advised me that she could get it shipped up to the Manchester port for a charge, which I'm going to go through in a second. And I said, do it. Get that up there to Manchester for me, because it's cheaper and easier for me. And she did. She was fantastic. So this is going to be like customs and everything all included in this. So right, let's have a look. So I've already paid $5,266 or 3,827 UK sterling, British sterling pounds. I'll add right. So I then had to pay 550 pounds, British pounds, for a terminal handling. I'm sorry I don't have this in dollars, but I'll convert the total cost to dollars so you know that that's everything. So £550 for the terminal handling. I had a customs clearance charge of £50. I had a haulage from Dartford to Manchester Port of £66. I had a documentation fee of £100. I had a low sulphur surcharge of the vessel for £110. I have no idea why I have to pay that, but hey ho. I had an origin handling fee. I haven't got a clue about that. What that is, or what, anyway, I don't know. That was £236.50. I don't know why I paid it, but I paid it. I had a deferment fee that Davies Turner deferred me for using them to pay customs and everything, of £25. And then the favourite one of the UK, which is VAT, value added tax. You have to pay it. It's a shame, but hey ho. £710.40. So for a total cost of that, of all them things I've just said there, was £1,847.90. It was nearly half of the amount of the excavator. So £1,847.90. So that into US dollars is £2,542.39. Sorry, $2,542.39. So 2542. plus the cost of the excavator comes to $7,808.39. I still think that's probably cheap for you guys over there too. So I think it's a good buy. Yeah, I think it really is a good buy. Now that was everything that I needed to do. Apart from I had to hire a pickup from my side. I didn't include that in this because that's for me. I could have had them deliver it, but it had to come on a mobile forklift truck. Would have been quite expensive, 400, 500 quid thereabouts, pounds. I don't know what that was in dollars, sorry. So that was that. I did not pay any duty into the UK on this tracked excavator. On the HMRC website, it states that this is 0% duty to be paid. Happy days! So we got away with that one. I don't know if that's going to stay like that forever, but that was a good going. Customs, I've already covered that. Issues coming from China. I didn't have any. However, I did have a miscommunication with my seller. She had told me that it was on a vessel named something else. We tracked that and it was not coming to Felixstowe Port. So I was like, that's a bit odd. Because you can track all the vessels online. So I got in touch with her saying that vessel's not coming to the UK. You know, what's it on? Where's it going to? Yes, it will be. Don't you worry. We have done this thousands of times. We aim to get this to you. This, that, the other. The day come and gone where it should have been coming into Felixstowe Port. It didn't. I got in touch with her and I called her out. Listen, where is my container? Where is the container with my excavator? What vessel is it on? Leave it with me, let's see where it's at. So she comes back to me, oh, it's on this vessel, which is the Everglory that I said earlier. Why didn't you tell me that before? Why my excavator was always on the Everglory, not the Evergiven, which we were first told. So I called her out a bit. I said, I've lost faith in, you know, what you've done here. No, I assure you it is on this ship. So I was then given the details of my UK agent, which was Davis Turner, and I got in touch with them and I said, is that container on that ship? And they assured me it was. So that was pretty much the end of communication with with the Chinese seller. That was it then. Not just because of that, just because I didn't really need to talk to her anymore. So we kept in contact with Davies Turner, via email, with Tracy Stockley. She was fantastic, just keeping me informed. So that, like I say, that was 4 months in transit. Quite a long time. Well, 4 months from the date of payment. So yeah, but if I knew what I know now, then I'll tell you now. When you make a purchase into China, you want to first ask them if A, you can get a good price on it, B, your cost insurance and freight, and C, when is the next ship coming into Qingdao to get that container to your country. I had to wait 3 weeks before it come into port. If I had known prior to this, I'd have waited 3 weeks to pay. I don't know if it would have made a difference, but or if I'd only been a week earlier, I could have got it on a vessel. So bear that in mind. So I had no issues coming over. I had no issues coming into Felixstowe. I had no issues going through customs because they did check the contents of my crate, which I'm sure they probably do for all sorts. I would say that I had a bit of damage to the crate, which you've seen in one of my previous videos. If not, I'll link that up one of these corners, where I unpacked it. And it did not affect anything inside. It's just had a good bat, and they were aware of it at the port. They documented it and everything. So if I ever had to make a claim, then it was all there. But that was it. That was everything. We got it loaded onto the pickup by a forklift, and off I come on. And then the rest was, well, watching it on the videos. Again, I said it's 1,000 kilos, 1 ton, metric 1 ton. Rubber tracks. It's not a bad little machine actually. It does work very well, as you've seen in my other videos, and it does do a good day's graft as well. Again, Alibaba was easy dealing as well, as long as you, as looked at earlier, go through the right channels, go through the right people who's verified and trade assured. It has currently 32.8 hours on it and showing no signs of give at all. Obviously greased pins and make sure the oils get down, make sure the oil's fine. Basic stuff that you should be doing for maintenance. Again, the noise from this 1-cylinder engine, that's to be expected, unfortunately. You've got to deal with it. Parts for it. Now, I can get in touch with her. She can get them emailed over, air freighted over for me. Whether it be a track motor, a cylinder, engine, pumps, I don't know. She said she can get them sent over on a plane. Comes with a 1-year warranty. I don't know if it means a shit of difference if you get it or not, but it comes with one. Woo! I have a friend who works for he's a JCB specialist. He looked it over and said filters look almost identical to a JCB. So he said when it comes to changing filters at the 50-hour mark for its first change, it actually says 250 in the manual, but I ain't going to do that. But again, take the filters off, take them to him, see if they match up. Hydraulics, fine. It come with about 1/3 of a tank of hydraulic oil in there. I then topped it up, but I wasn't looking at the gauge, I was looking down the bloody hole, and I filled it up too much. That causing it to flow out the overflow, which you'd expect. It come with diesel too. It come with roughly half a tank of diesel. Now that was Chinese diesel, but it come with it nonetheless. I now run it on what we call red diesel over here, which is plant, farm, commercial sort of use for diesel. However, April 2022, which is next year, they are taking it off the forecourt for sale for plant users and boat, you know, fishermen, things like that, so fishing vessels and whatnot, which is the government just greedy, you know, very greedy. But yeah, so parts and all that are pretty good. I got the grapple, which you can see on there now. Where are we? There, that come with it as well. I've paid extra for that. The grapple works okay, I think. Well, I'm gonna actually pick one of these logs up that I've got beside me here. You know, just here. This one right there. It's a fair girth on it. I'm gonna see if it picks it up. Never tried it yet, so I've just put it back on for you today. It come with, what was it? I thought it was a 300 digging bucket, but it's actually measures 450. So I don't know what the Chinese measure in. And I also got a, sorry about the wind, I also got an 800 levelling bucket, which has been fantastic. I then went and seen somebody in the UK to pick up a 600 digging bucket, which come off a JCB 8008, which come with the 25mm pins also. That's what mine takes, 25mm pins. I would have preferred to be up that weight class to a 30mm pin, because there's loads more buckets for 30mm pins. What else? Yeah, they've all been working great. Hydraulics again are very good for it. If it's struggling, just take a bit less of a cut. I also bought the quick hitch for this machine as well, which you'd seen a video previously. That goes on pretty simple. It's a manual quick hitch with like a thread design. Yeah, it is quicker, but it's still a bit of a ball ache. I only use that when I don't have to have a high bucket curl, because if I've got to go into a higher to dump it higher, I can't get a full bucket curl on it, which is a shame. So they're the buckets, the quick hitch. It does work good though. It's also plumbed in as well for a chipper, a breaker, or an auger, you know, something along them lines. Problem is they're only quarter inch hoses, which you can only buy the Chinese implements. However, if it was a 3/8 hose, then all the other 1 to 2 ton implements for JCB, Kubota, Bobcat, they all fit. But never mind. But yeah, listen, for the money it's cost, I think it's fantastic. I'm very impressed, and I've started a company up for myself, and I'm hoping that we're going to get more footage for you guys to show how it goes, and that includes the good and the bad. You know, let's say if something goes wrong, I don't know what's going to go wrong. It's going to be caught on camera for you guys, or I'll record it, you know, and show you guys. So it's just one of them. So let me set you up to see if we can lift this log up, because this is going to be interesting. That might make it easier for me cutting the firewood up, which is coming very very on this channel. So we'll be bringing out the kinetic log splitter, which we all love. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we can get this loaded up. If there is anything that I have missed out on here, please leave a comment. I'll do an additional video, just a short one, just to fill in what you need to know, or just add it into the comments. People want to know the same things. I'm human, I do forget. But yeah, let's see if we can lift this log up. It's a fair size log, like. I'll just show you it. I'll just show you the size of it. Come on, there we go. Right, so there she is. I'd say that was 20 inches almost. I haven't got a tape on me, so sorry I can't. It is 9 feet long as well. I paced it out earlier, so it's probably 8 foot actually. Or it's about 8 or 9 foot long. So I'd say it's a good weight. It's about 3 months down, so it's not fully wet, but it's not going to be dry either. I've got some good size in here as well. Some smaller stuff as well, which I'll probably handle with ease. But yeah, I've still got some good size in there as well. So I'll get you set up, and we'll see how we go. Right, so here's take one of the in front Alibaba Chinese mini excavator. Trying to lift up roughly a 20-inch log by 8 to 9 feet long. that's impressive. I did not genuinely think that that would lift that. And that, come on, out the way. Out the way. Come on up here. Up. Come on, up. Come on. I didn't think that would lift that at all. That is a good size log, that. I could work it out, but I just don't know. I don't, you know, I've got a proper measurement, I probably could work it out, but I'm speechless. That's going to make me being able to cut firewood so much easier. Yeah, I am impressed. I am very impressed. Picked it up, no problem. Now, as far as moving about, I don't think I'm going to be able to move about. That was quite a lot of pressure on that front blade. I've seen it sink down into the ground. Probably a bar extension like I've got there. It's going to be far too heavy on the front anyway. So, careful. So, I'm impressed. Very, 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 very impressed. Yeah, so there we go. I hope that's answered quite a lot of your questions. If you need to know anything more, please leave a comment and I'll get it sorted out for you. But yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for watching this I guess review stroke introduction and everything else for the Chinese mini excavator. Take it easy, guys.